scruffy, greasy hair, just finished work on a Sunday evening, so it's beer time. And I've been well behaved this weekend, not really drunk too much because I'm trying to save the beers that I've bought, obviously because we're approaching Christmas. Although I am thinking of getting myself maybe a couple of mini kegs, because I know Aldi are doing a mini keg of Budvar at the moment, which is, you know, a good solid beer. And then might treat myself to a Sonoma mini keg, because the idea of trying to be frugal at this time of year has gone completely out the window. And yeah, you can't take it with you. Even though, you know, it might be the root of all evil, but money certainly does buy you happiness. So anyway, that's my festive message over and done with. I'm going to be editing the first festive Chris Butty video, which I don't know if I'm going to actually put it out because it was just, upon reflection, a little bit shit. But hey ho, it is what it is. People like that content. I don't do it anywhere near as much as I should do. So that's my Christmas present to you, aside from gracing you with my wonderful presents. Anyway, disregard that. Let's just crack on with the beer. So today we're going over to Polly's and we're having a look at a rather fabulous looking can of Satin Pattern Double Dry Hopped Pale Ale, 5.5% ABV. It's got a little bit of floral, a little bit of leopard print. I'm sure your hipster chavvy girlfriend would love that. And this is brewed with Columbus, Dorado, Mosaic and Simcoe. Picked this up from Morrison's. And yeah, not really had too much Polly's this year. Just the odd can here and there. So I thought, ooh, let's pick that up and see what we get. Still got a few videos to upload, so I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night getting my YouTube in order, edit that Chris Butty video, and yeah, just wallow in my own filth and self-pity for the rest of the night afterwards. So beer in the glass then, and a really nice apricot puree looking beer. It looks a little bit more darker on my end because of, you know, the lighting, but it's got a really nice glow to it, nice and thick looking, very dense, and the beer looks pretty dense as well. Self-deprecation. Yeah, looking very, very nice indeed, with about just a lining of white head. Fits in the glass very, very nicely. So let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh. Oh, that's very nice. It's got a fragrant citrusy sort of aroma to it. Subtle hint of like a floral, sweet floral character. But, you know, you've got your main offenders, you know, your citrus fruits, like your sort of like the softer, sweeter ones. Doesn't really have that sort of like sharp acidity. Although, can you get acidity on the nose? I don't know. It's more in the taste, isn't it? Acidity. There's a little bit of like there is a little bit of peach in there. A very subtle, like raspberry note. Very, very subtle though. One of those ones where somebody else would smell it, and quite a few people would smell the beer and not even get that at all. Smelling very, very nice and welcoming. As I said, it's got a sort of like aromatic character as opposed to like a big bold aroma. I know that sentence doesn't make sense, but if you've been watching the channel for long now, I think you're slowly starting to get some of the stupid things that I say and them actually starting to make sense. For which, if that's the case, Do apologise. That was not a fart, by the way. It was just the tread of my slippers rubbing against each other, which somehow sounds much worse than describing a fart. Anyway, smelling very, very nice. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oof. That's not what I was expecting from the nose. That's really, really savoury. Really, really dank. A little bit of like a resin pine character coming through. Really nice fluffy body for its ABV. Yeah, it's like savoury, more towards the back end. Slight sweetness. Whereabouts does the sweetness come in? Slight sweetness just before you swallow. I need to grow up. Aside from that, though, there's nothing too much to say about it. There's no like, excuse me, it took me aback. There's nothing like dominant about it in terms of flavours. No overriding characteristic. It does have that like herbal edge to it. Again, dank, savoury, like a nice fruit's been bruised and it's sort of like moist but drying out. Again, need to grow up. I mean, that savouriness has slightly subsided upon frequent sippings, but a little bit of an aftertaste to it. Not much going on, I'm afraid, but at the same time, it's not too bad. Fairly inoffensive, even though I've made a point that there's an aftertaste. But nothing to like go, oh, I don't want to drink that. Don't know why I was gesturing it as if I was giving you the glass. Yeah, it's just a little bit all right. There's something, though, saying that this isn't what the beer should really be like. Because it's just a bit too mild. If that makes any sense. I mean, it's only got a best before on the 23rd of August 2024. So they adopted like a 12-month best before, 6-month, any month that they want to use, because I don't think there's like a standard you have to subscribe to. Yeah, there's something in the back of my mind saying this isn't the beer that it should be for this specific can that I've got. No idea how long it's been on the shelf, although I'd like to think these days, even like a fairly old hop forward beer with, you know, canning technologies and, you know, the utilisation and quality of hops and brewing techniques keeps that like flavour locked in. It's not bad though. It's not an awful tasting beer by any stretch, but it's not exactly filling me full of, you know, woo, you know, not that I'm an excitable sort of person. Anyway. But yeah, not bad. I'd try it again if I saw it, just out of curiosity, to see if a different can might add a little bit more flavour to it. But it's not bland by any stretch. But it's just not like, you know, in this day and age, in a world of craft breweries churning out lazy hop forward beers on a regular basis, Doesn't really stand out. But I tell you what though, the texture of the beer itself, if it just had maybe a little bit more flavour to it, then you'd be on to an absolute winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Anyway, so yeah, if you've tried this, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I've got a few Polly's reviews on the channel if you want to have a look back. I'm sure there'll be some cancelable comments throughout the history of the channel, which will come back to bite me in the arse in 10 years' time, even though I'll still be a nobody then. But that's fine. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Polly's, I've had much better from them. But then again, I've had much worse pale ales, just by how many different pale ales from different breweries that I've had over the years. So, you know, in context, not bad, but I've had much better. So yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. And yeah, go check out Polly's. And thank you for watching. You all take care, stay safe, and I shall hopefully see you next time. Don't know why I'm nearly out of breath just standing still drinking beer, but it is what it is. Bye.